What's going on, comfort killers? Another day here in Philadelphia. It is crispy out there. It's brisk. It's cold. But it still feels good. I am Stacy A. There is no E in my name. And this question was asked in the Comfort Killers Facebook group. If you're not a part of the Comfort Killers Facebook group, if you're not listening to my podcast, if you're not subscribed here at this channel, I don't even know what to say anymore. Take some action. Make sure you jump on Facebook, type in the Comfort Killers, and be a part of that group. This question was asked by one of our Comfort Killers in the group. I just had this like amazing juicy, so everything's on my lip. I drink like everything's on my lip. She said, well, Stacy A. Cross teaches us how to treat our 9-to-5, our jobs, like a resource center. You get out what you put in. You think differently about going to work. You go to work to prosper instead of going to work. You go there for the skills. You go there for the leadership. You go there to build your qualities, your characteristics, and it's a good, safe training field and playground for you to test different habits, different personalities. Like, you can really do that. I did that with my resource center. I went up in there and I was like, okay, this is my goal. How do I attain a goal? Okay, how do I include myself? How can I remain positive even in a toxic situation? How do I build leadership qualities? How do I project leadership? What is leadership? How do I maximize customer service? I did all of these things. I tried different techniques that I was reading in books and different things that, my own knowledge base had. I just said, you know what? I got to treat this thing as my own personal development plan. So instead of calling it a 9-to-5, instead of calling it, my day job, my job, I called it my resource center. I get things out of it. I put things in it. Okay. That's the first thing, changing your mindset about it. So the question was, well, you taught us how to change our mindset about, looking at your job as now a resource. Well, how do you deal with, going there and dealing with toxic people in a toxic environment? And for me, I've had 1, 2, 3, probably all of them where people were toxic. They came in with attitudes. They came in, like woke up on the wrong side of the bed. These types, everything is a problem. You give them solution, it's another problem. They hate management. They hate this. They hate themselves. And they got shitty attitudes, and they try to pour that inside the environment. So, they have these little things called cancers, right, in any place. The one cancer cell, it spreads and it becomes the entire team, or it becomes the entire organization. Those things you got to stop. If you're a leader or you're in management, you got to stop. You got to flush that out quick. You almost have to arrest it as soon as you see it happening. Get rid of that person. But I know you're going in as an employee in your resource center, and this is what I want to tell you. If you're dealing with toxic people or you're in a toxic environment, first of all, I always teach that nothing should be able to affect you, right? And I know it sucks. I'm not gonna lie, I had a manager that was, my boy was toxic to the bone. And what I would do is just play it positive. I never kind of fed into anything. I had no opinions on what it was that would start or root now other conversations, which I didn't want to be a part of. It was literally work base. So I pulled out one time the responsibilities that I had, the responsibilities I had as a leader, the responsibility I had as an employee, the code of ethics book, the code of conducts book, the handbook. Like, I would read these things. And what I learned is that toxic people, they need to have fuel. And for it to be a toxic environment, that means that fuel and that energy and that everything was given to it, and it turned into a toxic environment. One thing that I did very early was, I posted things around that was positive, like no negativity allowed here. I put that up on my wall. I put different things and quotes and all over me. So, even if I'm having a rough day, I go in my office and I'm like, oh wow, it's okay. But the main thing that I did was I disassociated myself with anything negative, and I put that out there. Okay, guys, hey, listen, and I was confident with it. People are like, oh, you're kind of snobby. Okay, call me snobby, call me anything you want, but this is how I feel, because I'm not gonna let you ruin my day. Okay, one thing is control your day, how you feel. Right? No one's supposed to come up in your environment, into your mainframe, your aura, and then try to stifle it, right? Or suck from you the little positivity you do have. Now you go home, you're low energy, you feel bad, you're thinking to yourself, man, I should have said that, or I should have said that. You ever had those situations where you come back and you're like, man, I should have said this thing. Damn, that would have got that person. I almost am neglectful of any behavior, any conversation that I don't want to be in. I control that. If it doesn't have to, how does this relate to my job? How does this relate to moving or our goal here as an organization, as a company? How does this conversation relate to it? Doesn't? Okay, I gotta go. And I made that a policy of myself and my own and into work. What you gotta do is make policies. You're scared to make policies on yourself. You go to work, there's policies, right? There's policies in the government. There's policies all over. But we are afraid to put policies on ourselves and let others know about these policies. Listen, I walk into a place, hey, listen, I'm just, no, you say, no offense. Okay, guys? None. But when I'm here, and you guys can do whatever you want to do when I'm not here. But when I'm here, and if I walk out, when you start talking about something that doesn't relate to this place, don't catch no feelings, but this is just a policy of mine. Another policy of mine is if you're negative, or you have a stink attitude, or you maybe woke up on the wrong side of the bed, I might have to leave that conversation as well, and I may have to limit all my conversation with you to work-related only. Now, again, don't feel bad, because I don't. I'm just trying to protect myself, protect my energy, protect my having a good day. I'm protecting me. Now, if you want to have a beautiful, prosperous, goal-oriented conversation, well, we could do that. In fact, I love those type of conversations. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm no harm here. I just want to come to work. I want to come to work, put in it what I want out of it. So what I'm putting into this place is positivity, good vibrations, a healthy workplace environment, and that's it. You got to stand up for yourself, and people will appreciate that. Because then you'll have Rick, Tom, Jerry now say, you know what, shit. She's right. Because Lucy over there been the bad breed cancer, and we can't get Lucy out of here. But you know what? I'm gonna stick with this one because they were so deliberate and confident in the way they spoke. And another thing that I did, and don't get me wrong, you're gonna do this with the utmost respect, but you can do it. Don't be afraid to set rules and policy for yourself in any environment, anywhere you go. And I think more people should do that. More people should be strict about what they expect from a room full of people. Why not? You get that. I go into the state building. It says no cell phones allowed in here. Turn off all cell phones. And people are like clicking it. You follow policy. Shit, you following a sign, right? No one even had to say it, but you respect that environment. Let people respect your environment. Respect your cubicle. Respect your space. Respect your aura. Let them respect you. If they don't respect you, it's easy, because this is the easiest part. Because it might be hard to tell them. Now it's going to be easy because it's now an expectancy. Move away. Disassociate. Disconnect. Okay? Go around. And if it's your boss or manager, sit with them. Hey, communicate. Communication, key to success. Hey, Mr. Manager, Mrs. Manager, just want to let you know, I have a few policies, and I believe that these policies were broken. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page here. These policies that I set for myself when I come here is to A, B, C, D. A few of them were broken by you recently. And I just wanted to see if we could hash it out, talk it out, and see if we could come to a compromise or a solution, not even a compromise, a solution that'll better help me advance and have a great day. And also, perform optimally and at my best to make sure that the goals of this organization is succeeds. You know what I mean? Like, where are those type of conversations? I remember I had to have a conversation just like that, and people looked at me like I was nuts. But I'll tell you what, when I went home, I felt great. I felt great because I know that I set the barriers. They're not going to be able to mend that. I'm true to me. So if you have toxic environment and a toxic workplace, and mind you, there's all levels of toxicity. Maybe you have to go up and see, write someone, see someone, call someone above your manager, depending on how severe this thing is. But I'll tell you what, don't ever just lie down and take it. Don't ever just succumb to that state that you don't like. Don't do it, because you will have given in and you will have lost self-respect and your self-worth. And even though you're outwardly, physically not saying, man, I lost my self-respect and self-worth, internally and subconsciously, that's what that is. You're laying down, you're playing checkers. Okay. So go in your place, put a lot of resource and development in it. You're going to get a lot from it. Use it as a source of income. Stop saying your paycheck. Start saying, hey, this is a streamline income that I have, and I'm going to build off of that, and just change your mindset around that. But don't let anyone ever ruin your day, ruin your space. Control that. I'm telling you. I am Stacy A. Cross. There's no E in my name. The Power Talk is coming up, so make sure you're on the next Power Talk. You could bring any questions you desire on a Power Talk, and we could talk about it. That's what the Power Talk's all about. Okay. Shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. They did the city justice. I got another video on here. I put it up last night because I was trying to come home. They blocked off the road. Good thing I had the camera, okay? And I just, took some content for you guys so you could see and feel the energy that was in my area here in Philadelphia. So I gotta go. Take it easy. Be great, okay? And remember to remain uncomfortable. I am Stacy A. Cross. Ain't no E in it.